mighty, mighty Magpie mark and a mighty victory.
It's good. It's good. The job is done. We can go home now.
Where is that referee? He was trying to fuck on me.
Up the play.
But it does mean that Collingwood's defenders are going to have to step up here. Big watch, not watching Reef McInnes like a hawk, but I'm looking forward to seeing how Reef McInnes fares with the Dogs forward line and how he fares overall. Be a breakout game for Reef McInnes here. Say that and he'll probably get injured in the first quarter.
Guys, Reef McInnes just got carried from the ground. He cannot put any weight through that right leg. So as you can see, heading straight down into the rooms with the physio and doctor in tow.
So here's the injury there. Looked like his ankle turned in, which is never a good sign. And he was in a lot of pain. Couldn't put any weight on it, McInnes, as he came from the ground.
That clip was from my preview video, which I uploaded on the Thursday morning, discussing the role of Reef McInnes for this game against the Bulldogs, particularly with their forward line, especially with their heights and the matchups for Reef McInnes being undersized, how he would match up and how he would fare against them. And of course, I put the fucking mocks on him. So thoughts are with Reef McInnes, as well as apologies to Reef McInnes on this. Reef being subbed off in the first 5 minutes with what looks to be an ACL injury. Very innocuous incident as well. Not the best kind for those kind of knee injuries. He's in for scans today. We can just hope for good news. Hopefully no structural damage. Otherwise, we've got 20 games to figure out our backline structure. No Nathan Murphy. Now possibly no Reef McInnes for this year. That second tall defender, it's a poison chalice in recent years. First with Jordan Roughhead, Nathan Murphy, now Reef McInnes. We got to figure it out sooner rather than later. Mason Cox also had a nice shiner from a direct Rory Lobb punch. Sorry, that was a spoil. To be fair, I mean, it was a spoil attempt, just didn't connect with the ball. Instead, it connected with Mason Cox's face, an eye injury, jaw injury, concussion, goggles broken, head injury as well. Symbolic injuries for Collingwood. It was a scrappy contest, intense game overall. Let's just get into the round 2 review and ultimately a Collingwood victory. Friday night, the MCG, Collingwood 10-16-76, defeating Footscray 10-10-70, 6-point victory. I am recording this on a Saturday morning, a lovely Saturday morning, I might add, in my apartment in Footscray. Just throwing that out there. Back-to-back wins for Collingwood. And we're back. We are back with Collingwood close wins. Some things just never change. As far as close wins go, it's obviously not one of my favourites under Craig McRae. Probably ranks in the bottom 5 from early thoughts. I had to sleep on it again and rewatch it. We've played a close game, 6 points or less, with 15 of the 17 teams in the comp, while under Craig McRae. 20 wins, 4 losses, 2 draws. Only Richmond and West Coast we haven't played a close game against while under Craig McRae. Honestly, now's not the fucking time to play close games against Richmond and West Coast. I expected nothing less from Footscray for their centenary game. They called us out. They wanted to host their centenary game at the MCG against Collingwood to draw a crowd. Nearly 80,000 people in the house, and they deserve all the gate revenue they get from this. This Footscray side, very tough opponent to crack. Not necessarily a bogey side for us. I mean, the recent head-to-head battle, last 6 games from round 1 2022 now, 3 each in the last 6 games. Just no easy victories over them, though. We always have to scrap and claw and fight for these victories over them. No easy wins over them. Tricky matchups. I mean, none more so than fucking Sam Darcy, who's going to be a pain in our assholes for the next decade plus playing against Footscray. What more can be said about Sam Darcy? He's a fucking cheat code. He's about to take the AFL by the balls. He's going to be the new wonder full forward. How the fuck Luke Darcy's genetics produced something better than himself, I'll never know. That's something that's going to be studied for generations to come. Very thankful for Collingwood, though, for the Dacos boys, for Darcy Moore, for our father sons. Bulldogs, they've got their own father sons. It's a joy to watch. It's a very good reason why we keep these father son picks as well and keep them the original or the initial clubs. Just looking at the key stats, there was no real key metric that stood out in terms of differentials for the entire game, unless you want to count the tackle differentials. And against Footscray, they always bring the pressure, they always bring the tackling to their game. High pressure side. To beat them, plus 10 in tackles, that was good to see. Being at the game, I thought with the eyes or the pub tests, whatever you want to call it, our pressure was better We were in control a little bit more. We sustained it throughout the entire game as well, that pressure. That also includes that just poor start in the first 10 to 15 minutes of this game. There was, however, key differentials in the final quarter. Collingwood were plus 10 in contested possessions, plus 6 in clearances, that plus 6 all being from stoppages. Stoppage clearances, it's something that we've been working on under Craig McRae since 2022 until now. It's a key metric that we trail in against opposition as well. So good to see Collingwood rectify that with the pressure, the contested possessions, stoppage clearances as well, setting up perfectly, and just tackling as well for the entire game. Early on in this game, this Bulldog side, kicking our defence, just ripped through our defensive zone. They didn't rip through it like quick smart or anything like that. Just accurate kicking, 40, 50-metre kicks. Finds a teammate, sucks in 2 or 3 of our players, and boom, our defensive zone is exposed. Our structure's gone, exposed, and whether it was on the run or 2 kicks, one to the wing or one to the middle, and then inside 50, they had full control of the first 15 minutes of this game. 3 goals, 3-0, before Collingwood decided to wake the fuck up. Also, just a fun stat for Collingwood: 3 games this year, 3 times we've conceded the first goal. Got to work on that against Port Adelaide, and even here, conceding the first goal in the first minute or first few possessions as well. Even though that first goal for Sam Darcy was a little bit contentious, in my opinion. Just thought at halftime as well, for Collingwood to win this game, we had to dominate the third quarter, which I thought we did. Just didn't come to fruition on the scoreboard, only being up by 8 points. Chances gone begging. Would have been 20 plus points ahead at 3-quarter time. Early fourth quarter, kicking away, up by 15 points. Failing to convert set shots, though. We shot ourselves in the foot. We fumbled that bag of momentum. Against the Giants, it cost us dearly. They went coast to coast in seconds. 5-point plays, as I called them. It's not going to stick, but 5-point plays. The Dogs, they didn't go coast to coast directly or anything like that, but they still scored from our behinds. We kicked 10 goals, 16 for the game. I think it was 5 goals, 9 from set shots. So, yeah, thank you, Dan McStay. Thank you, Jordan DeGoey, lesser extent. And thank you, Jamie Elliott, as well. Jamie Elliott was a presence up forward, just didn't convert it on the scoreboard. DeGoey first game back, I'm not going to be judgmental. McStay, though, I'm not going to speak on that. The Dogs, for their set shots, I think they were 8 goals, 3 or 9 goals, 3. 4 of those being from Sam Darcy. And as said in my preview video as well, for the Dogs, when they score, they can score from any angle and any distance inside 50, so long as they get it inside 50. They don't bomb it long inside 50. They're very measured with their approach as well. It's a game plan that I think is going to do well against Carlton next week. Just with this final quarter as well, it was destined for some fairy tale bullshit, proper cinema stuff. Collingwood, I'll be honest, we were the villains in this game. This Footscray story, the centenary game. Anytime we got the lead, these guys just kept coming and coming and coming at us. Anytime we got the lead, I think there was 2 times we got the lead, 2 times they clawed it back. There was about 15 minutes in the third quarter. The pressure was gone, which would have been the perfect time to kick away into this game. Once again, fumbling that momentum, inaccuracy in front of goals. Some individual performances, though, from the Bulldogs, though. Sam Darcy, again, the walking cheat code. Tom Liberatore, nothing more needs to be said about that. Ed Richards, some famous names. Darcy, Liberatore, Richards, ironically. Joel Frazier's final quarter, unbelievable. Rory Lobb and his fucking blue head down back. Bailey Dale off halfback as well. 6 standout players for the Dogs. I did say in my preview video, though, and this is where I got it wrong, the Dogs' game plan isn't relying on individual brilliance anymore. It's a full team dynamic. For this game, I think there was an outlier, though, relying on their star players for this game. I thought, this was a heart and soul performance overall from guys like Liberatore, Darcy, Richards, Frazier final quarter, Lobb, Bailey Dale. Their star players stood tall. Thought our back line as a whole stood firm. I wouldn't say stood tall. I mean, we were undersized down back, so I'm not talking individual performances, maybe except Jeremy Howe, but just the back line as a whole, having to defend for their fucking lives, particularly against Sam Darcy and his fucking 5-metre levers or anything like that. We had quite a few players who had brief moments, but just the output for the entire game wasn't there. Nothing that makes me think, the axe is coming or we have to make 3 drastic changes or anything like that. Hopefully with the bye, it allows us to get some fitness, sharpen up our skills as well. There were some players here who had some stinkers. Tim Membry, non-existent in the first half. Dan McStay cost us a few goals, set shot misses. basic errors as well across the ground, which sucks because against Port Adelaide, I thought he played his best overall game for us. And here against Footscray, he plays his worst overall game for us. My check he wasn't a laid out, but he was sidelined due to general soreness. So only one goal from the Triple M forward line here. Big congratulations though to Footscray, 100 years in the VFL AFL. Deserves their flowers. Sorry for the loss, I will say. But also congratulations, bringing it back to Collingwood. Big congratulations, Scott Pendlebury, still side bottom, most games played as teammates. We've got the bye next week. We're going to the bye 2-1. I think the vibes would have been a whole lot different if it was 1-2. This allows us to relax for a bit. Not for me though. I'm going to aim to put out some topic videos. I'm not going to rest anytime soon. Just a reminder, the VFL season starts this weekend. We're playing Sydney, Victoria Park, 12:05 p.m. start. 14 AFL listed players here, unless there's laid outs. Hopefully no injuries. May have a VFL review, which would coincide with updates on Reef McInnes if it's anything major. Not a certainty these videos will happen, but again, just watch this space. Still starting up. Bear with me. Trust the process. In the meantime, be well, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. Take care.